Hello everybody, I'm here with Christopher LeBlanc coming back off another top 4 finish. So are you ready to hop into this profile, my dude?
Yeah, I do want to say one thing before we'll get there next time. Shout out to Team Planeta, of course. Saniba, Hani, Kamal, everyone that tested with me, Gabe, everyone at the event, of course. Pat for topping as well. And Learn TCG. If you guys haven't heard of it yet, you should check that out. TCG fandom as well. We threw a pretty big party. It was really nice. It was like over 50 people. A lot of people left happy, and it was such a great time. So you guys should check that out as well. But yeah, we'll get into the profile. For the Purrely engine, I played the 6 cats, of course. 3 field spell. You just literally have to. It's like the best card in the deck. The 10 quick play spells. 3 my friend, and then when you this just not going to change, I don't think, until they hit these cards. If they do, you just have to play them all. For the non-engine, it's 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, 3 Imperm. Was pretty nice. There's one, I feel like I could have gone without Nib for certain matchups. I mean, there's like probably like 2 matchups, like tier is where Nib really came in handy. And I did play tier in top 16 and top 8, so I mean, it kind of soloed. And then 3 Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler's nuts. And if you did not know, you cannot do battle damage the turn you activate this card, which I made a mistake in my feature match. I'm sure if you guys have seen it already. But it just goes to show anyone can make a mistake in those like high intense situations. And of course I'm reading Dinomorphia cards, and I'm like reading every single card my opponent's playing, and I was just in the moment. I was like, I'm dealing with Gozen match, and I have a black head on the board, and I just make the Typhon, and I'm like, oh, this is just game, like. But yeah, Dark Ruler was the nuts. This was like the best card in the deck, and best non-engine in the deck. It literally just won so many games. And there was like certain situations too where like I was playing versus like tier, where like they didn't Baron negate like prosperity, and then like if I get to another one, because like I had one, but like I know they're gonna crime it. But if I get to another one, it's like in out. So like you should just be negating the pros in that situation. And that goes for Manadium as well, because they get the counter trap that negates. So like that's actually kind of relevant. But I like to say 2 Dark Ruler beats the Manadium board. 2 Dark Ruler beats the tier board. Like that's really what it is. So you want to draw the card in multiples. That or Shifter. Shifter obviously is solo sometimes, not all the time, but it also depends like what your hand is. Like my one loss in Swiss was to Geo, where game 3 I shifted him, and I have double Dark Ruler in my hand as well. So like I literally just sat there looking dumb because I had 0 Purrely cards to play. I just like stopped this whole turn. He went activate Hero Lives, summon Prisma, and I went shifter. He went pass. I'm like, oh please just let me draw anything. There's like no engine cards. So 3 pot. This card should just be banned or at 1. I don't know why. You should probably play 3 in your deck, whatever deck you're playing.
Look at the top 6.
Yeah. Top 6 gets there, no cap. Alright, so extra deck, the links. These are broken. You need all 3 of them. I got barriered one time all weekend, and I literally won the game. I got barriered. I just used all 3 and just like destroyed his Unchained board. Granted, he could have just thrusted for something else. Like he could have thrusted for like talents. Look at my hand, and that probably would have been better than like him going barrier, because like he just had the full Unchained board. So like, and I just like Dark Ruler him, and like I'm able to play. But sometimes that's why it's kind of scary to like use a hand trap, obviously, versus that deck. And I was siding them out a lot versus the Unchained deck. I don't like Ash. I don't like Droll. You really want Imperm. Imperm's good. Nib is okay, depending on like the type of player that you play against as well. You kind of have to judge, like use your best judgment, like in kind of determine whether or not your opponent's going to play in a Nib, or how they would like make their board without tour guide like most of the time. And like if Nib just gets there, then you just rock with it, because like I'll take them on that 33%. But then we have the Zeus engine. I played Nightingale. I saw a lot of people playing Makonko. This card's nice. It literally just says you can't die. And like, granted, you can do the Acid Golem unlock, but I heard people were shifting away from Acid Golem as well too. So that's kind of what made me feel a lot better about not playing the Eclipses this event. And Dark Ruler just like felt way too powerful. Downer, Typhon, Zeus. Yeah, you just need all these. You need 1 rank 1 at least. I didn't summon it too much, but I mean, I guess it's a good sign because you shouldn't really have to. Like, your deck just does what it does and it gets there. So, and then all the Purrely 2/2/2, 1/1, same standard. Nothing much can really change there. A lot of the time I'm just banishing a beauty. I was banishing a happy a lot because like there were certain cards I didn't really want to get rid of. Like if you were trying to play around Tikaboo, like banishing 6 is kind of hard now because like before there was like a bunch of them you just didn't need, but now it's like you kind of have all these very situational cards that like come up in key moments. So I definitely thought it was a little bit harder like banishing depending on matchup. For the side deck, 3 shifter, God card. I mean, it's just solos sometimes. This actually is the God card, Faker Tops. If this card was at 3, I'd play it. If it was banned, I'd understand it. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. 3 econs, this card was the nuts. You side this in against most decks, going second. It's good versus Rescue Ace because, which is crazy enough, I didn't really play versus too many. I think I played 3 or maybe 2 total in the whole tournament. But there's a lot of situations that come up where, like, say you have like a Black Cat and like you normal Black Cat and like you're gonna get they're gonna negate and like you're just gonna chain econ, get rid of an interrupt and then the search field spell. Stuff like that comes up. Just being able to break boards easily is nice. Plays around imperm, that's a big role it has. For the Duster, 2 storms. This is just perfect. I mean, the only time that I got punished is like when I get anti-spelled, but I mean,
Little bit.
yeah, you kind of just need to play like storms still. Like Cosmic's just not good enough. And then like we played more going first cards this time, 2 Judgment and 3 Summon Limit. Judgment was the nuts. Summon Limit was obviously godly. Every time I drew this card, I pretty much won the game. But Judgment actually came in clutch, so I was glad to have 2 more going first cards in the deck because definitely just like Solemn Judgment and Normal Summon is like so strong in this format. And like most people just like they look at me like I'm crazy when I do it, but I would do that all day. It just stops like most of their plays. So but yeah, that's the deck. Shout out to Hani, of course, for helping me make it last minute. He's the GOAT. Kamal as well. We were all working on the list in the hotel. Like we think it's like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, getting breakfast. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.